welcome back to Storm Bees. We're playing the ladder. There's a girl crying blood and tears. I sure wasn't expecting on this fine, hot summer day. I can't do an accent. I can't do a southern. I can't do any accent. It's okay. But yeah, things are happening, I guess. So let's go. She sits in the middle of the room, shoulders hunched, shaking. Her hands cover her face as she weeps, oblivious to my presence. It's as if she's heard neither my footsteps nor the soft creaking of the door, continuing undisturbed, like I'm standing in a time far removed from her. She doesn't even flinch when I call out to her.
Hey, are you alright?
Mother, I've done it, Mother. Take me with you, please. I can still hear her. She's here. Help me! Help me, please!
Belatedly, I notice the blood on her hands. If it's the same one drenching the whole attic, I'd rather not know. How the whole room has ended up like this is the least of my problems at the moment. Even a single human body doesn't have this much blood. So, bodies? Some bodies once told me, though. That's stupid, shut up. The thought sends an unpleasant twinge in my stomach. Does Wright even know about this? He's bad news, alright, but this is beneath him. He'd definitely balk at the first sight of it. Anyone will. Yet, the woman lingers here, unmoved by the sight, letting her sobs fill the room. Repeatedly, the words, over and over again, like a prayer of salvation. To whom? The mess of parchment she left on the floor? Just what the hell is happening?
Hey, lady, are you?
The rest of the question never makes it out. I don't even see it coming. Should have been more aware and on guard, really. Well, shit. But there's little I could do when a well-placed blow to the back of my knees makes me stumble. Oh. Here we go. Goodbye, Ash. The momentum alone sends me reeling forward. It barely even registers in my head that the woman's gone and the room is as normal as it can be. Not above the pain suddenly shooting up my side when I hit the floor. I don't even get the chance to get my bearings back when a hard enough blow to my stomach causes me to buckle down and land heavily on my knees. Gasping, I fumble wildly for my gun. Although before I'm able to turn it, level, and shoot it, a hand grabs my wrist and twist it. Hard. A gasp. A grunt. A cry of pain slips past my mouth. The gun falls to the floor with a thunk. As soon as it lands, a foot kicks it out of my reach, and it slides uselessly under the bed. Agony suddenly explodes in my chin, jerking a loose cry of pain, and stars fill the edges of my vision. For a brief moment of regret hits me for leaving my taser with Miss McCullough when a piece of cloth closes around my neck. Without warning, the attacker pulls tight. I'm left gasping, choking, clawing for air, blindly reaching behind me as I try to fight him off and loosen the pressure around my neck. Except any sort of movement only causes him to pull taut.
My, so many rats scurrying about in this mansion lately.
I knew it. I don't like you anymore, bro. You're a piece of shit. Wright's butler. Shit.
Tell me, what did you do with the madam?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Did something happen to Hannah Wright?
Let go, you asshole.
Now, Dummkopf, you're in no position to be rude. Last time I checked, I'm not the one breaking into other people's homes. Now answer my question. What did you do with the madam?
The pain rings and resonates through my already sore body. Still, I managed to ride it out and splinter... Nope. And split, mutinous...
You. Keep that dirty mouth babbling and you're getting a knife in the kidney. I assure you, it will be more painful than this.
He really doesn't need... Can you just, like, pull out the letter? Could you imagine? He really doesn't need to threaten me by now. It's all too much to bear. At this point, my lungs feel like they're burning with a lack of air. Dark spots begin to fill the edge of my vision. Ever so slowly, the world around me dims. My consciousness rapidly slips away from me, and without meaning to.
Ashton Frey!
Hearing that voice, as if I've only been doused in a bucket of ice. Ice-cold water, familiar, too familiar. More importantly, it shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be hearing it here. She shouldn't be here. She should still be at the hospital, safe. Yet, it seems a part of me still hangs on a sliver of hope that she'll be here. So without sparing it some thorough thought, I snap my eyes open. Of course, there's no one.
Did you really think she'd be here?
Except for the murmur of voices in my ears, whispering phrases as sharp as a blade, each one of them scathing as the next. Words that, although I know my own friends won't ever utter, still digs deep wounds, seeping into me as if there's simply another truth.
It's useless, Ashton Frey.
But repeats a lie often enough, and it becomes the truth, they say, and slowly a part of me is starting to believe it. Damn it.
You are going to die.
Shut up.
I'm surprised you're still awake.
Another bout of pain erupts at my side, cutting off my words. A cry of agony bursts from my mouth. I can taste blood on my tongue as I heave, attempting to get in as much air, despite the towel still coiled around my neck.
You bastard.
You're going to lose air quickly that way, Dummkopf. Better keep it shut.
Then he laughs, too cruel, too unforgiving, the way each note beats against my ear, in spite of the warmth in them that sends the chill down my spine. This is a man whose hands have already been stained with blood before. He won't hesitate.
Then you are going to die alone.
Panic surges within me. Out of some instinct and desire to survive, I ducked hard, pulling him forward with me, and quickly reaching over my shoulder to grab his arm, and throwing him over the shoulder with as much strength as I can muster. Something whizzes against my ears, a towel on my neck loosens, my head pounding in a rush of air. He lands back first on the floor with a heavy slap. Before he can even recover or grab at me, I'm drawing back my arm and bringing my fist down on his face. There's a moment of silence. Fuck, I can barely keep my eyes open, but in the next second, his grip on me loosens. He's out, and I collapse on the floor, dazed and gasping for air. From my peripheral, through the haze of blood rushing and sound slowly filtering back, the butler lays still. I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried. They're like, actually, I was like, you know what? I know I joke about, I don't like Ash, but also I'm just like, God, I don't want him to fucking die. Too many people are suffering. Oh my God. Knocked unconscious by a man half his size and oh my God, is Ash a manlet? I didn't realize.
He'll be out for a while.
I have no idea whether I should laugh or cry at that, but it's done, and slowly every tense muscle in my body eases. A long, gradual process of tension lifting. For countless seconds, I remain quiet with only short gasps and sighs to fill the silence, allowing the adrenaline to ebb away and my breathing to slow. Not a true repose by any means, but simply a brief respite. There's still the curse. I'm still inside the mansion, in imminent danger. I still have no idea how to fix this. Outside, the rain seems to only intensify. Lightning flashes fleeting somewhere, white and piercing, and the sky rumbles. No rest for the wicked. Cool. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I stir minutes later, once recovered, having regained some semblance of sense and strength. Breathing still hurts, but it's bearable, as is moving, although every small motion causes a wince, and there'll be bruising tomorrow I can manage. Retrieving my gun from under the bed is easy, but only with some sort of effort am I able to drag the unconscious man to the far end of the room, snapping one end of the handcuff on his wrist while fastening the other to the bed frame. That should keep him restrained for a few hours while I'm free to get the fuck out of here and do what I came here for. That isn't to say I'm all better. I still feel shaky after what happened. Everything still hurts, but this is a significant improvement from my previous predicament. Without another look back, I close the room behind me, ignoring the whispers and desperate cries still ringing in my ears. Power still hasn't come back when I make my way downstairs. Tricky, considering the stairs to the attic are a bit old. One misstep, and I might end up slipping and falling. You're lucky if that's all will happen to you.
With the stairs this steep, a broken neck is a likely outcome.
Be careful. Please, don't die. With nothing to guide me through the darkness, I have to feel my way down. Carefully listening for each creak and noise, checking the step I land on before placing a foot on it. Right on cue, the same board I'm stepping on creaks and suddenly breaks, the pieces falling somewhere with a dull thunk.
Oh shit. Scumbag wouldn't be too happy about that. Ow, my foot.
Outside, the wind has intensified. Even from here, I can hear the gusts battering the windows in the attic. It makes you wonder why up until now the only person I've encountered from this house is the butler. Although to some degree that would make sense, he is in charge of running the place. Whereas the other servants, though, in this storm, wouldn't anyone want to stay inside? A likely assumption is that they're all asleep. The route I've taken down doesn't really pass all the rooms they've likely assigned as servants' quarters. However, they have also heightened security. I brushed it off earlier thinking they posted a lot closer to where the master's rooms are, but the second floor is devoid of anyone as well. As if every inhabitant of this place has suddenly disappeared overnight. More importantly, where's the scumbag? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The fact that I'm here right in the fucking middle of it makes me all the more queasy. And the feeling only escalates once I reach the landing and swing the door open. Only to be greeted by the kitchen, pots, pans, and all. There's confusion as I widely look around the place, wordlessly taking in my surroundings. With each turn and shift of my eyes, apprehension slowly dawns on me like a bag of bricks. Wasn't that door supposed to be open to the hallway? But the pressing matter right now is... What the fuck if? What? In one corner, Rebecca watches almost as if she's surprised to see me. McCullough's also with her, of course. She didn't listen to me, even if I've already exceeded the 15 minutes we've agreed on. Although color and strength seem to have returned to her, enough for her to be able to stand unassisted. The empty plate on the counter appears to have played a part in that. Good news, I guess, as for the other one, however. Relieved as I am that she has had the sense to not venture deeper into the mansion, I can't roll my eyes at her, although she preempts me with the reprimand of her own.
Did you really think you could hide this from me?
I had to, Becca.
You know, if I didn't ask a G, I wouldn't even have any idea. I know I said I won't stop you, but I had no idea this was where you planned on going.
So the first thing you did is go straight here, too.
What do you think?
And how did you even get in here?
All three of us exchange a look. One that I absolutely don't like.
Someone was screaming, Ash. It led me here.
Without warning, the door behind me slams shut.
We need to get out of here.
Screw right. I need to get these people out of here. Lucky we're in the kitchen and we have two ways out, the back door and the cellar. And the cellar offers. Except the hatch won't budge when I pull it, and neither does the back door, as if something has locked it firmly on the other side. Rebecca also gives it a few tries, but even then it won't open. There's a long bout of silence, in which we simply look at each other, likely sharing the same thought. We're trapped. Something or someone has intentionally led us here. Fuck. In the same moment, one realization dawns, and something shifts again. Blood. Where? Where? There's no blood here, it's just tinted red. In every nook and cranny, over every surface, and every inch of the floor. This time, unlike the first one I've seen, it remains, and gradually the whole room begins to reek of that familiar metallic scent. Sharp, suffocating. Oh. Around us, every object, including the cupboards, have started to rattle as well. The sounds from outside, foreboding rumble of thunder, and even the howling winds have begun to fade away, replaced by whispers, shouts, and cries of pain. Though inaudible, each beat and note bombards each crevice my head with vague images and sounds. There's no time to make sense of everything, however. I'm already shouting, fueled purely by adrenaline, barking orders and making a break for the door that'll lead to the next room, the dining. It should take us straight to the foyer where the main door is.
Move! Run!
Right in front of us, the mansion has started to change, and we're in the thick of it. Is this Monster House? However, instead of the dining room like it's supposed to open to, the bedroom welcomes us instead. An image that lasts only a second before blood begins to seep into the room. Filling into the walls, trickling from every nook and cranny, everywhere furniture shakes, and every beam rattles. Before we can even before we can step back from the horror gradually unfolding in front of us, the door slams shut. A loud thud brings us a sense of dread and chill creeping upon in each of us. Along with it, another realization. The whole place is reordering itself. And with the door closed tight behind us, showing no signs of budging, even through sheer force, there's no choice but to go forward and hope to all gods that it'll lead to an exit. Jump out the window. Oh, hey, we're here! Until then, running's the only thing we can do. Spurred by nothing but fear and a sense of desperation to live.
It's useless, Ashton Frey.
But with each room we pass, it only becomes apparent that the house has no intention of letting us leave. It's lured all of us here, and we've fallen for it. Now, it's playing a little game with us. A sordid form of amusement. For whom? Their laughters are the only thing we can hear. With every hall we cross and door we slide open, the hope of finding an exit merely dwindles. The gun to my hip is useless here. I am useless here. Some fucking genius I am. Some fucking person to trust I am. All of those, they mean nothing but the face of the... What am I reading? What am I reading? All of those, they mean nothing in the face of the unknown.
You finally figured it out. Huh, Ashton Frey. Just give it up. She will eventually die because of you.
And you are going to die alone.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You know it's true, though.
All of it. It's why all you can do is tell us to shut up. You don't want to hear a single word, because you're already aware of it. You can't even admit it to yourself. Who's the coward now?
But no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to save anyone.
The more gruesome the place turns, the bleaker our chances simply get. Ooh. Ooh! Wails and screams fill our ears as we pass by. Words from a time and people long gone, laced with nothing but pure agony, calling out, reaching out to us. Their voices almost too real, as if we're not the only ones trapped here, that there are others begging for release from this wretched place. Or maybe it's all just a show, a taste of what will eventually be, souls forever held captive in a near-ending nightmare.
Mother, I've done it, Mother. Take me with you, please. I can still hear her. She's here. Help me! Help me, please!
Is this what the curse is? What it's meant for all of us? That the letter, not a morbid cry for help, but an invitation. A beckoning for unsuspecting souls to be dragged into this place's horrors? To be put under centuries and centuries of torment and agony. Suddenly, dying a painful death seems preferable, enticing than ended up here, living a tortured existence. Or perhaps it's all the same? Still, hope warms into me, not a usual thing for someone like me. But after going through the countless doors and corridors, every little sign of hope I'm willing to cling to as long as it'll get us out of here. We're back in the dining room again. How long have we been running? How long since we left the kitchen? At some point I've lost track of time, with the windows bared tight and the sounds lifting in the air. Nothing but shouts and shrieks it's impossible to tell. Not that it matters when an end is in sight. Shelves and furnishing bar a door, each stained with blood and gore, that if the situation isn't desperate as it is, it'll find a way out. But there's still a gap left at the topmost part where a person can go through, as long as you can use the shelves to climb.
It's an exit, all right.
From here, I can spy a familiar wall of the foyer. Relief, only relief washes over me. Although my legs have been strained taut by the running, and every bone and muscle in my body ache, there's only an easing. A sense of tension relieving with the energy back flows through me, again at the sight of the end. No sooner am I leading us out of it. Rebecca helps McCullough first, assisting her up and through the gap. The moment the interior designer's in, I nod for her to go through.
Go ahead. I'll watch your back.
Bro, don't do that, because we're gonna die alone. Surprisingly, she follows without any protest. Not that there's any need to. Sometime after entering this room, the whole place has calmed down. No walls, no whispers, just a silence too deafening. But I'm not letting my guard down until everyone's on the other side of the nightmare safe. For all I know, this might just be a calm before another storm. That's what I think it is. I'm scared. He's gonna die. Without further incident, however, Rebecca makes it to the other side and I'm following after her. However odd this hush is, I turn my back from it and climb up. It's a tight fit, but I manage to squeeze my fat ass in. Ash just both a manlet and he's also just got a big old fat ass. Ew. I'm sorry. Ugh. The unease remains, though. Maybe it's the adrenaline still coursing through me, or how easy everything has been after living through that nightmare, fleeting as it is. But for some reason, something's still nagging me. Call it detective instinct, or training or whatnot. I have a feeling something's going to happen and catch us unprepared. Unconsciously, before dropping down on the better side of the dream, my hand shifts to the gun at my hip. Instinct has never failed me before. My feet... God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. We're still here. That's where we're gonna end this one. We'll see what's going on next time. Hopefully we don't all die in this shitty-ass fucking mansion. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Isn't even scary to anybody anymore. Like, I'm not even scared of this game anymore. I'm just like, yeah, boy, shit's happening around me. This is fine. God. Damn. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And goodbye.